The stock market of the 1920s and the 1990s had similar types of participants, as in stock investors of both time periods came from both the upper and middle classes as well as major companies. The factors that fueled the growth in the economy were focused around normalcy that both eras strove to achieve, the economic policies that favored big businesses, and the mass production that spread consumerism throughout the nation. Each market burst somewhat similarly as well, for each was driven primarily under speculation and fraud, and other factors respectively.
Oh wait, has the video started already? Oh, okay. Welcome to our humble video, where we will spend the next few minutes trying to teach you about America and the economy. So hopefully you retain all this information, though I guess it really doesn't matter because you guys are all going to forget it after the AP exams.
So anyways, this is our actor playing the role from the 1920s.
Oh, hello there. I'm Michelle, your average young flapper from the 1920s. This decade has been real nifty and all, but suddenly the stock market crashed. So I was told that I get some dough in return if I do some talking here and there.
Well, about that money. Oh look, I'm out of time. Haha, saved by the bell. That's a 90s reference for all of you people who don't know. Talking about the 90s, here's our second actor. We spent half our budget on her.
Hey people, Amy here, and I'm here to talk to you guys about the stock market boom of the 1990s. I mean, like, that decade was totally tight, and like, computers are like super fly, and like, the economy was making some major coin.
Just listening to her talk is giving me such a bad headache. I think I'm going to take a break. I think I'm okay now. Whew. So anyways, let's see what Michelle is talking about.
The 1920s seemed to be an age of great economic expansion. The Ford Model T automobile came out hot off the market, and everyone was able to buy it. Life was so swell that everybody in America thought it was going to last forever.
Okay, thank you. That's enough from Michelle. Let's go back to sunshine and rainbows.
And I was like radical and all that. And the 1990s was like an age of endless expansion. The computer was becoming like even more popular and like a cooler thing to have. It became mass produced so easily and like so much cheaper. I mean, like, everyone was buying one. I was thinking I could buy even more super cool things. Like, it would go on like forever.
I cannot believe that we burned our entire budget on her. You know what? Whatever. Let me try some of my editing magic to fix this.
Hello there. Hi. Nice jacket.
Thank you. So, Michelle, like, back where I'm from, everybody's making like these gigantic investments in like the stock market.
Really? We're all investing in the stock market too. The upper class and the lower class are all buying stock from a whole bunch of companies. In my hometown, there's a lot of speculation going around about which companies are going to be worth something someday. But for some reason, they haven't become that valuable yet.
Yeah, right. Like, all the people in my town are like all investing in the stock market. Like, all sorts of people, like you said. And like, they're all trying to predict like which companies are gonna like actually make it one day. And like, .com companies are like, they like try to make it big on the internet. Like, a lot of people try to support them. I know a lot of them have like failed. It's hit my uncle Mike the hardest because he never got his money back from investing in boo.com. I have faith in Google. What's Google?
Hey, those are some very good points. It was an increase in stock purchases in the 1990s and the 1920s that made the stock market boom like never before. The 1920s and the 1990s allowed people to believe that the risky act of investing in stock was worthwhile, and it made them overinvest in stock. So as more companies got involved, more people also got invested, and stock prices went up far above what they were supposed to be.
Actually, before the stock market boom, there was a post-war recession that lasted for 2 years. After that though, the economy really got going since so many people relied on America to make all the nifty technology coming out.
Right on. I mean, like, we had a recession too, whichever, like, it occurred between like 1990 and like 1991, and like we used to be like super stressed about nuclear weapons from the Soviets. But like, we don't really worry about that now. I mean, they're pretty much gone. It ended in like 1991.
Right. The fact that these periods contained the end of major wars is super important. The ends of wars encouraged normalcy in the 19s and 20s and affected how people acted. In the 20s, they were encouraged to continue life as it was before the war. Men returned as a primary source of income, and women were removed from the workforce. To maintain an image of prosperity, the middle class became wild consumers. In the 90s, which is life after the Cold War, the United States struggled to find a new role in the world, and in a period of peace, many people turned to consumerism.
And don't forget about big innovative businesses like Ford and Apple. They all created the mass production that made our economy like all that, you know?
Of course, the federal policies also contributed to the industry and mass production, which all fueled the market of both our decades. Unfortunately, everything came crashing down since we were driven too much by stocks. It wasn't helping that European demand for our goods was declining and wealth was unevenly distributed. Banks were failing and mortgages foreclosed. The stock exchange market crashed on October 29th in 1929, and that was the start of the Great Depression. Being driven by speculation ain't a good thing.
Wow, almost the same thing happened in the year 2000 on April 14th when our stock market prices fell. I mean, like, our stock market was like largely fueled by fraud. Big businesses and corporate lawyers like pocketed huge fees for like devising super complicated schemes to like help push up companies' stock prices and like by hiding their own true financial condition.
There was a lot of greed and corruption among broker firms, accountants, and company executives during this time periods. Brokers favored certain clients and sold risky stocks to others. And when the stock prices began to fall, many insiders jumped ships. And in the 1990s especially, they pushed unlucky individual investors to hold on to these shares, most of which became useless in the end. Okay, my two valued actors, thank you for coming. Amy, I'll pay you later. Michelle, here you go.